Last time on Retro for You, I tried to get a PiStorm working in my Amiga 2000, and honestly, it didn't go very far. It didn't work at all. Since then, a lot of people suggested the firmware might be the problem. So today, I'm going to try and flash the PiStorm firmware, and we're going to see whether or not that actually fixes it or changes anything at all. It might work, it might not. Who knows? But either way, we'll find out. On that note, let's crack on. So after the last video, quite a few people said I need to flash the firmware on this. They've given me a link to a website. I posted the link down below as well so you can have a look. This contains all the supported firmware versions. There's a standard, there's a long hold and experimental builds. Now I think the one that's recommended for me on the A2000 is a long hold. What we're going to do is we're going to crack on and try and get this flashed. I'm ready to flash this up. So what we need a few things. I have got an external hub with a dongle for a keyboard and a mouse, and also a adapter here, an OTG adapter, which I do need to plug in to like so. I've also got a HDMI to the video grabber so you can see what we're actually up to, and that is fed through to my screen here so I can see what I'm up to, more importantly. And I have a power here which I had to actually adapt by cutting the outside off because it wouldn't fit next to this OTG. So if you are going to do this, get an OTG on a cable, not like I did. And one other thing you need is a Raspberry Pi OS on an SD card. So we're just going to stick that in the Pi. So let's boot this up and it should go to the OS desktop. Once it's loaded, you're presented with this lovely desktop. Make sure your internet is connected. Now you set that up when you do the install. All you got to basically do is follow the instructions on the screen. Use the Win32 PiStorm imager. I'll put a link down below on where to get that. It's really easy to do. So what we need to do now is open up a command prompt here, or a terminal as it's called, I think, on this one. So click that like so, and hopefully it should open. There you go, and just expand that to full screen. My mouse is playing up a bit, excuse me. And now we have to type in a few commands. Now I've got them on my phone here just so I know where they are. So the first one you got to type in is sudo apt update, and this will make sure that all the packages are up to date to the latest ones, and press enter. And because it's got internet, it should just hopefully, there it goes, update as it is. So it's reading the package list, it's checking, and then it will update what it needs to. So again, just leave that to run. Didn't take that long, to be honest, at all. There you go, it's all done and all up to date. Now the next thing we need to do is to install Git. So the command for this is sudo apt install Git. Now you probably noticed the first one I wrote AOT instead of APT. So just press enter and it should download the packages like it's doing and install that. Do you want to continue? Yes, please. So just leave it to install the GitHub, or Git as it's called, because next what we need to do is to clone the repository. And the repository we need to clone is the PiStorm firmware one. Now there's also a command for doing that, and we will be inputting it soon after this has done its install. What we need to do is clone the repository. So the command for that is git clone and then https github. See, I've got to be careful. github.com and then L. I don't know whether I have to do these capitals or what. A Lima, is that Lima? LEMA U and then a capital X. Do I need to do that? I'm going to do it anyway. And a capital P, a capital S, PiStorm dash, and a capital F, firmware. So if I press that now, that is actually, you can see, cloning into PiStorm firmware. So it's actually downloaded that now. So now what we need to do is to change directory. So CD, PI, capital S, storm, dash, F, firmware. So we've got the caps. It does indeed work. So make sure you do put those capitals in where I put the caps there. So next, so I've been told to run the long hold version. So what I need to do is dot dash like this, flash underscore long underscore hold dot sh. So that should now hopefully flash. Detecting CPLD, and it says EPM240 detected. CPLD flashed successfully. So bingo bongo, there you go. It's actually worked first time round, even with my few spelling mistakes. So I'm going to get that back together and I'm going to stick it in the A2000 and hopefully it's going to work. Wish us luck, guys. See you back at the A2000. So we flashed the CPLD, I think it was called, well, the firmware, the PiStorm, to the long wait one. So hopefully this is going to work now. Let's just turn it on and see what happens. Wish us luck, guys. And we've got a blank screen and it looks exactly the same. So that doesn't seem to have worked. Where I can go to now, I don't know. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pop into the other room and I'm going to try and flash another SD card, just in case that's what the issue is. I'll try flashing the one with a workbench on. Other than that, I'm just going to check that everything is secured, etc. Everything's connected, just in case it's something stupid, obviously, but you never know with these things. So, see you soon, guys.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
I'm back in the shed. I've actually got the image in the other room right away, and I thought I'd come and have a look at this. And I've noticed something. There is an actual pin that is stuck up further than the others. Now that seems to be a problem. Now I stick some pictures up here now so you can see, because I know it's going to be difficult to see that, especially on camera. So hopefully I'm going to get that soldered up now and we'll give this another try. I've just soldered that pin and we're going to see what happens now when we turn it on. Fingers crossed. So it's flashed. Well, that's actually different because it didn't sync twice and the floppy drive's going. Look at that. It's booting AGS. We've actually fixed it. I've actually got the 2000 running AGS on the PiStorm. That is brilliant for me. I'm just going to load in a game. What game shall we play? We'll just go to, let's do a bit of Project X, eh? I love a bit of Project X. We'll go for this one. We'll play a game. We'll probably run a bit of a demo, etc. And then we'll just check it's actually working, which I think it is. Oh! It's such a good feeling here when things actually work out. Amazing. Okay, I'm just going to close this off my desktop because it's annoying me. There you go. So Project X is loaded. Can't hear the music. It's probably, hopefully, recording on the screen grab, but who knows. Look, one player, start level 1, off we go. This game is rock hard, but at least I've got my keyboard to press the old space bar. Keep holding the fire button down basically and killing these guys. I think it's Guns power up. Go for guns again.
Power up. Select credit
Always
for
need
bonus
guns.
weapon.
Guns is the max. Now we can go for
Select credit
well
for
done,
bonus
we'll go
weapon.
for side
Power up.
shotguns.
Select now for speed up.
We'll go for missiles next, eh? Oh, there's
Approaching
missiles.
asteroid belt.
Watch out for that. I didn't hear the warning for the asteroid.
Select now for
Whoa. I'm gonna watch out for the big guy in a bit, aren't I? Yeah, we're getting through this. It's good that we powered up this stuff.
Select
We're
now
done with the
for
missiles. A bit more, but it is what it is, guys. Any power-ups, isn't it? Destroying a lot of these. Usually you can sit down at the bottom of this, I've noticed. And just casually just go along. Well, I like to try and take some on as much as I can. It's all more good fun. Whee! Power up. There's missed that. Whoa! And I wasn't concentrating. I was too busy pressing the space bar, and the big ball came. Because how I get away from this is just fly around in circles like so. Whee!
Select now for speed up.
So as we just fly around in circles, as we do, you should not be able to get us.
Select now for speed up.
Which you can't.
Destroy waves for power.
And there you go, we're through that stage. So, I
Select
think
now
we're going to
for
call it
speed
here now. Because as you can see, it is running, and it's running well. Carry on playing. I'll play on this life.
Nice. Power up.
Well, we lost all the power-ups, haven't I?
Select now for build up.
That fast, aren't they? Wow. There you go. I'm dead. Really glad now my PiStorm is working in my A2000. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And everybody hit the like button or hit the down button if you don't like it. It's still interaction, isn't it? Hey ho. So drop me a comment down below, even if it's hello, because it helps the channel so much. And don't forget to check out my Discord and YouTube buddies down below as well. You got likes of Captain Commodore and 8-bit Retro Refix. Now there's loads of stuff coming in the future. I've got a shed full of projects. I've got an MSX I need to build up, which Captain Commodore sent me the back end of last year. Yes, I know I've still not started it, but it's one of those projects. I've got a Picasso card to build for Denise up there. There's loads of stuff coming, but I just wanted to get this 2000 done and dusted and finished off, because I tend to just go off on a tangent and then sort of leave them to one side. And this, I've actually followed through and completed it, even though it's took a few videos, but it is how it is, and I like to show it how things go. A big thank you to everybody that pays a £1 a month membership, or it's 99p, helps keep the lights on in the shed. Thank you for that, and I shall see you next time on Retro for You. See you soon, guys. Bye. My A2000's working. Yay!